Hello and welcome back to Tottenham Logic TV. Tottenham have battered West Ham 4-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and everyone is in a good mood again. Crisis over. If any of you subscribers know me by now, when I say crisis over, I'm being sarcastic. There was no crisis in the first place. We had one poor half against Brighton, and before that, we won 5 games in a row. There was no crisis. There was no problem. There was no issues with the season so far. We played very, very well. We just haven't got the points to match the performances. Today, we got the points that match the performance. First of all, I want to talk about Sonny. Welcome back, Sonny. I'm happy you're back, mate. You were involved in 3 goals today. You looked sharp. You looked back to your old self. You was even having shots outside the box that you nearly scored. You hit the post. You scored a goal. Great performance from Sonny. But Sonny was not my man of the match today. I'm telling you now, it was Kulu Sonny. Kulu Sonny was brilliant today. I know that Glenn Hoddle said after the game that that's the best performance in a Tottenham shirt for Kulu, but I disagree. He was brilliant today, but he was better against Man United when he got that record 9 chances at Old Trafford. But today, he was brilliant again. In the first half, he was great on the ball, very skillful, very strong, always in space. But in the second half, when Maddison came off, and we'll get back into that later, when Maddison came off and Kulu was playing in that number 10 role, amazing, absolutely amazing. He was pivotal to everything that we were doing. So I want to talk a little bit today about Ange as well. Ange Postecoglou doesn't know how to adapt during games. He hasn't got no tactical awareness to change games. Well, that was already in one game squashed. He took off Maddison. There was no injury to Maddison. It was a tactical change. And Maddison has been taken off for Papa Sarr, changed the midfield around. We scored 3 goals in 7 minutes. If that was not a tactical awareness during the game, then what is? So that was silenced a few people again. So every time they come up with a new problem Spurs have, and solves the problem, but he won't get any praise for it. I guarantee you, he won't get any praise. West Ham in the first half were very competitive, but I found we were fighting just as hard as they were in the first half. I think West Ham probably had the better of the chances in the first half, although we had some good chances ourselves. But in the second half, Tottenham just went up a level, absolutely went up a level, and West Ham had the second half of what we had against Brighton, and we just demolished them in the second half. Hi, Peter, mate. 2:22 in Melbourne. Oh my god, mate, that is dedication, mate. 2:22 in the morning, you're still up and you're actually now watching me. You need to get some sleep, mate. Don't worry, if I talk enough, I'll probably send you to sleep. Now, are you happy though, mate? Are you happy with the victory? Because very, very good performance today, and that 45-minute crisis that we had is over already. Johnson didn't manage to score a goal either, but he had chances. He could have scored. Working on. Oh, you're at work. Okay, that's not bad. So you're watching me at work and getting paid for it. Not bad. You can tell your mates you get paid to watch me. So again, another problem that all these negative people, I don't know what they're called anymore. These anti-Spurs people, they said that we haven't again conceded from high line. We haven't again conceded from a set piece. So I wonder what they're going to make up this week. Ange needs time. And yeah, pessimistic. That's a good word. I'll use pessimistic. Thank you, Peter. I'll use pessimistic going forward. These pessimistic people that were making up this crap about high line and we're Ange, no clue, Postecoglou, whatever they called him. They'll be quite quiet after today, I'm hoping. Well, we've won 6 in the last 7, is it? Yeah, 6 in the last 7 games. And some of them were asking if we was in a crisis. It's ridiculous. I can't believe it. Talk a little bit about the Kudos sending off. Well, Kudos should have been sent off twice for what he did. He pushed Van der Ven in the face. then pushed Papa Matasar in the face, accidentally knocked over Richarlison, and Richarlison went down like a sack of potatoes, like he always does. And before that, he was booting Van der Ven in the leg, then booted him in the ribs or in the back, I think it was. I haven't seen the replay again, but he booted him twice, then pushed him in the face for it. So he's in the wrong, and then pushes Van der Ven in the face for saying what you're doing to me, and then pushed bloody Papa Matasar in the face for telling him to calm down. Paramedic for Peter says paramedic for Richarlison. Yeah, he always seems to do the same thing over and over again when he gets touched. Aria says my only problem is that we couldn't score from a corner. Yeah, I was going to get onto that actually, mate, because we had, I think, 13 corners today, maybe more, and we didn't do anything with those corners. And these short corners are really frustrating me. But I'll tell you one thing. This guy we've signed, this young lad, he's 17. He's playing in Belgium at the moment for Westerlo. Vuskovic, he's a 6'6" defender. He scores every week from a corner again in the Belgium league. He scored 4 goals in 10 games as a defender. So next season we will be whipping him in, I guarantee you, because he'll be a massive asset if he's playing for us. He will anyway, unless he goes out on loan or whatever. But he's really good. But people like Romero's good in the air. Solanke's good, you know. So I don't know why we don't cross it in for them. I really don't get it. I'm not going to nitpick though. I'm not going to like moan today because it's a big win. I'm not going to complain about anything. I might go into it a bit more in another video, but today's a happy video. Today we've won 4-1 against West Ham. We hadn't done that for over 10 years. Put 4 past West Ham. So, you know, this is their cup final and they lost it 4-1. So, the own goal was lucky, but the build up towards the own goal was amazing. You know, Sonny's outside of the football to Kulu, carried on his run, and Kulu gave him the return pass. Rubbish shot, but it ended up in the net. But at the end of the day, if you don't shoot, you won't score. And Sonny shot and he scored. You know, we've got 2 winnable games coming up as well. You know, we could beat Alkmaar on Thursday in the Europa League, give us a really good, put us in a really good position to go through. And then we've got Crystal Palace away, which is winnable, and that could put us in a position of 3 wins in a row again. And then, you know, that's when we shouldn't get overexcited, because I always go on about not reacting when we lose. We shouldn't overreact when we win either. Yeah, so we need to keep our feet on the ground. That's all I'm saying. We can enjoy it though. We can enjoy today. We can enjoy the win. We definitely need to enjoy the win. Aria said we clearly figured out how to defend set pieces, and now we need to focus on scoring. Yeah, and I said that earlier in the stream, mate. Well, focus on scoring. We scored 4 today, mate. Is that not enough? Yeah, we should have scored 5. I apologize. Sonny hit the post, so we should have been 5 up. Should have scored 5, but our defending was much better. I didn't feel we looked vulnerable today. I know West Ham created chances, but I'm telling you now, West Ham will create chances against anyone. They've got very good forward players. So we didn't look vulnerable. We looked very strong in defence, in my opinion. I think Romero and Van der Ven looked very comfortable. Van der Ven's so strong as well. Udogi had a good game today, especially going forward. Porro looked very good today. Very technically gifted, that player is. Very good player, Porro is. And hopefully he starts playing a lot more for Spain, because he deserves to. Madison, oh yeah, I got a little tip for you, a little stat for you. Madison created the most chances in this game, and he only played the first half. He created 5 chances today, so, and he got an assist. So he didn't do bad for 1 half, and they took him off. So to be rewarded with 5 chances and an assist, he got taken off. So Ange has also proven he can be ruthless. I meant score from set pieces. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, we do need to work on our set pieces, because we're not the best. And when we get a set piece, I'm not even excited. You know, like if the Gooners get a set piece, they start celebrating before they've scored. When we get a set piece, I'm like, we're going to play it short and see what we can do from there. So yeah, we need to improve set pieces, definitely. But again, I'm not picking apart anything today. We scored 4 goals at home to West Ham. You know, a London derby. You know, we lost this one 2-1 last season, so need to be happy. I think Solanke also led the line very well. He's very strong, very skillful. He was relentless in his pressing. So He had a very good game today. I know he didn't get a score sheet. It was very, very close a couple of times with some rebound efforts, but the keeper managed to recover quick enough to stop him from getting a rebound. Um, it's good to be able to sub him off as well for Richarlison to give him a rest, because he runs a hell of a lot in the game, and to keep that intensity up takes Solanke off so Richarlison can press and press and press. So yeah, I was very impressed with the whole team today. Like they all put in a performance. Like there wasn't a player out there that I thought, wasn't doing it for me today. I've got a good stat for you actually. Last season, when we played West Ham at home, we lost 2-1, as you all know, because West Ham fans can't stop rubbing that in our faces. But um, last season, we had 23 shots with 7 on target. And this season, we had 22 shots on 7 on target. So we had one less shot this season against them, but we scored 4. So that's just proven to me we're a little bit more clinical this season than we are last season. And last season as well, they had 11 shots with 4 on target, with 5 on target. And this season, they had 11 shots with 4 on target. And they created 3 big chances last season and only created 1 this season. So we've improved defensively as well against the same opposition. I mean, not like overall. We'll probably have overall as well, but I haven't gone into those statistics. But from compared to last season's loss to them to this season's win against them, it's night and day massively. And we had 2 good halves, in my opinion, against West Ham this season, and only 1 good half against West Ham last season. So overall, a massive, massive win, and the reason why I say it's a massive win, we really needed this win today. We really needed to show that we have got the balls to, have that defeat against Brighton and come back just as strong as we were before that defeat against Brighton. We can't forget how good we were in the first half against Brighton. It was a matter of mentality in the second half against Brighton is the reason why we lost. We thought we won that game. We was heading out to international games, and we thought, oh, I don't want to get injured before my international game. We've won this game now. It's fine. I think that's what's happened. And then they ended up losing. Ended up losing 3-2. So Peter says 3 more players and we will be cooking. Yeah, exactly. And and that's why it's called a building process. That's why it's called that's why we have to give Ange time. He's getting the players he wants in, the players that he's getting in. For example, Archie Gray came on, and look how confident and skillful he looked when he came on. His first touch was get the ball out of his feet, take it round the player in his own box, and get us out of trouble. I thought that was, that was good. Like, you bang on the sub. I thought it was Bentancur on the ball when he first done it, but it was him, and he looked very assured when he came on. The level didn't drop when we bring the subs on this season. The level hasn't dropped. Like when we bring Richarlison on, his pressing is just as good as Solanke's. Richarlison hasn't done anything this season, but I'm just giving you examples of, the only time the levels have dropped, in my opinion, is when Werner came on for Sonny. It's good that we can rest Sonny, but just everyone's just got to remember, Werner is our third choice. When Odebear comes back on, it'll be Odebear coming on for Sonny, not the other way around. So, and it should be Mikey Moore coming on for Johnson, to be honest. But, I don't see the levels dropping. Like when Sarr came on for Madison, you'd think our attacking prowess is gone, but we scored 3 goals in 7 minutes after taking him off, because Papa Matasar just changed the shape. Because it's all this system's all about the shape of the team. It's all about the shape. It's all about a team effort. It's not about individuals. It's about how they all combine together, like all cogs into one big machine, if that makes sense. And it's looking very, very good when we're on it. And Kulu said after the game, when we're on it, we can score 4 goals in 4 minutes, he said. He said, when it clicks, it really clicks. He said, there's not many teams that can stop us. And I agree. West Ham did not know what to do with us. When we started passing faster, because in the first half, I was getting frustrated myself. We wasn't passing quick enough. They had 2 banks of, they had 2 banks of 5, basically, at the back. Because Antonio was even dropping off. It was hard to break through. And the reason why it was hard to break through is because we didn't have quick enough passing, quick enough movement. But that changed in the second half. We changed the shape a little bit, put Kulu a little bit further forward, dropped Papa Matasar in to do the hard work for Kulu, and passed it quicker. And all of a sudden, it's opened up for us. And once we got ahead, West Ham had to come at us. And as soon as West Ham had to come at us, they completely opened up. And that opened up the whole game for me. And that just made me think, we could score more than four. I honestly believe as well that we were sort of shutting up shop, something that a lot of fans say we don't do. And in my opinion, we have done. We were playing the ball around the back a bit more. We were slowing the game down. We wasn't going relentless attack, but we were still getting chances. So that shows to me as well adaptability from Ange again. He's adapted to the game. We're 4-1 up. We've slowed it down a bit. We're not bombarding forward and leaving gaps open at the back. I never thought today that we seemed vulnerable at all. I never thought we were vulnerable. I was never worried about conceding goals. I was worried about conceding goals because that's what we do, but I wasn't worried that we was gonna lose this game, especially when we went in front. I just thought, as a Tottenham fan, yeah, I'm always that little bit skeptical because it's built into us. But I was what I was seeing is we looked like scoring more than they did, even when we were 4-1 up. And Sonny hitting the post, that was unlucky. That could have been 5-1, man, against West Ham. Sonny was involved in 3 goals today, and he looked like his old self again. He really looked like he was back on it. He looked hungry again. He looked like he wanted to be involved in everything. And his passing today, he looked like Harry Kane last season when he was like threading balls for every 5 minutes. Sonny looked very, very good today. Can everybody tell me if the sound sounds okay today? I haven't even checked the sound before I came on. I was too excited to come and talk about Spurs. So just let me know if this sounds okay if you're watching now. And don't forget to smash that like button. We need loads of Spurs fans to hear all this positivity of a 4-1 win. Come on, especially around the world. I bet some of you are up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So West Ham. Sorry, West Ham stayed in the game in the first half because they parked the bus. When they had an opening, we started to bang goals. And thanks, mate. Yeah, and it sounds okay. Thank you. I'll feel better now. So yeah, you're exactly right, mate. Exactly what I said. So it opened up as soon as they had to chase the game. It opened up, and I think that's what happened when they played Chelsea as well. Chelsea got ahead, West Ham had to chase, and Chelsea ripped them apart. We did exactly the same thing, and I think we scored more goals against them than Chelsea did. So we are very, very good going forward. I think we're one of the top goal scorers in the league now. We must be up there now. We must be like top 3 at least for goal scoring. I haven't checked that yet. I'll do that on another video, but we must be up there. I think we're on plus 12 now or something like that. It's not bad for the first 8 games. I think that's better than we was last year, and we had a better start last year. So when people saying this was our worst start in 15 years, points wise maybe, but performance wise it has not been a bad start. We've been playing very, very well. Should have beat Leicester, should have beat Newcastle. I know should have, would have, could have doesn't mean anything. I know that, but I'm saying that we came away from St James's Park saying we could have won that game, or we should have won that game. But last year when we came away from St James's Park, we were saying I'm glad that wasn't 7-0. So very, very good day today. Very good day. We showed that we're not Spursy. We showed that we can, come from a defeat and come back and win, not just win, but emphatically batter a London rival. So we've done very, very good today. Very, very good performance. I think it says Bing guy. To be fair, Kulu more efficient and effective than Maddison, at least so far this season. Southgate was right all along. And he said that in capital letters, so I think he means it. I was earlier in the stream, I was just saying about Maddison. In the first half, he only played one half, as we all know, and he got taken off. But he got an assist and he created 5 chances, which was more than any player on the pitch for 90 minutes, by the way. So he didn't do bad when he was on. But I agree, Kulusevski was outstanding. Kulusevski is a brilliant player. And to be fair, if we was only going to have one number 10 playing, I would rather have Kulu than Maddison. And we would not have been saying that last season. So big up to Kulu. Kulu is becoming one of our best players now. He is brilliant on the ball. It's just his body movement to get away from players. He doesn't even have to touch the ball, and he's gone past you. He's got some class flair. he is becoming one of my favorite players. He is brilliant in that position now, and another thing that people say that Ange doesn't improve players. Well, can you tell me that he hasn't improved Kulu? Because Kulu is becoming a brilliant player, and he's doing it for his country as well, by the way. So I have to lean forward to see your comments because I can't see it from here. And there, I hope I'm saying your name right, mate. We are +9 scored, 18. Oh, sorry, +9. Scored 18, conceded 9. Oh, sorry. I thought we was already on +9. That's why I added it on. Sorry, it must have been on +7 then. +6 then. Oh, I swear it's more than that, but I'll take your word for it, mate. Tom the Bomb. Hello, mate. How you doing? Kulu is the first name on the team sheet. He's too good. Yeah, and that's what I was just saying, Tom, mate. He played brilliant again today, and it's not a first time this season. He's had some very, very good games. He played again. He broke the record at Old Trafford for an opposition player to create the most chances. 9 chances created against Manchester United at Old Trafford, and today's performance as well. Another man of match performance. People forget as well. He's only 24 years old. He's not even in his prime yet. So this guy can get better and better, and Ange's definitely getting the most out of him. This system definitely suits Kulu. He doesn't just do the flair stuff. He doesn't just get past players and create chances and through balls and strength. His work rate is second to none. He never stops running. He's always trying to win the ball back. I didn't get up his stats about in today's game. I might do that in another video. I might do a video all about Kulu, to be honest. But he was just phenomenal today. Even in the first half, when we wasn't completely on top, he was the one that stood out for me. He was playing so good. Yeah. So that myth as well that Ange doesn't know how to adapt. I talked about that a little bit earlier when there's less people on the stream. Oh, by the way, if you haven't smashed that like button, please smash that like button. Get this video seen more. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, because this is the happy channel. This is the happy clapper channel. If you want to be called a happy clapper, come on this channel and happy clap with me, because we've got lots to clap about. So those people that are saying that Ange doesn't know how to adapt, this was a new narrative that only lasted 1 week or 2 weeks because we had an international break, and now he's adapted a game and won it for us. Is he going to get any praise for that? We'll see. We don't know. So Tottenham, so Bingai, where are you from? I'm from the UK, mate. So it was a 12:30 kickoff for us, so we were lucky to be able to watch it during the day. Big up to all those people that stayed up till 2 a.m. watching this game. Bingai, where are you from? Are you from UK as well? What time are you watching this game? Yeah, so we were lucky to watch it during the day. So at the moment the time is 4:45. So I've done quite a early live stream. I just wanted to get out there as quick as possible and talk to all you guys, because I know how ecstatic and happy you'll be about this result. It was important we got off to a win after the international break. We've got a winnable game Thursday, winnable game on next week against Crystal Palace. Not going to be easy. We're away to Palace. It's always a tough place for us to go. I'm not, counting on, we're definitely going to win, but I know we're going to go there and put in a performance. And it's starting to become the norm now for Spurs to go into games and put in a performance. The only times I'd say this season we didn't was away to Coventry and that second half against Brighton. But so far this season, Tottenham have turned up for every game, and the points haven't matched. Performances, in my opinion. From Canada, mate. What time is it in Canada? Big up to you in Canada, mate. And I bet it's late there as well. I don't know all the times around the world. I know Australia's about 9 hours difference from here. I know that I think America's 5 hours, depending where you go in America. Vancouver Pacific time zone. Kickoff time 4:30 a.m. Did you stay up all night, or did you set your alarm and get up early for that one? And it's 8:44 a.m. now. Bloody hell, mate. So are you having, is it 8:44 a.m. on a Sunday then? Oh, bloody hell. That's dedication, mate. Well done to you. Did you get up early, or did you just stay up and watch it? And you're gonna go to bed now? You woke up early. Oh, okay, good on you, mate. Set your alarm, get up early for the Spurs game. That's loyal support right there. Loyal support, Ben Guy. Well done, mate. And I'm glad that we won for you. So you can get up early and be happy that you did. If we lost today, you would have regretted it. But great performance today. So I want to know in the chat, who was your man of the match? I think most people are going to say the same person. My man of the match was Kulusevski. Sky Sports man of the match was Kulusevski. There is a shout for Sonny. He was involved in 3 goals. So, you know, Sonny could have got man of the match today. Johnson was buzzing around as usual. Basuma played very well. We haven't spoke about Basuma's goal yet. Basuma has scored 2 goals for us this season now. That's 2 more than last season. So he's improving on his goal scoring, which is good. Bingai being Spursy is part of the game. Proudly sponsored by BetMum. Come on, let's be honest. Betting teams to be exact, because I learned something from Shakespeare. I don't know what that means, but we definitely wasn't Spursy today. So unless you're being sarcastic, which you probably are, yeah, we're definitely not Spursy today. We were, if you want to call it Spursy, against Brighton. It was just mentality issues that day. Mentality problems against Brighton, but it's all made up for now against West Ham. And if we can get a win in the Europa League on Thursday and beat Crystal Palace on Sunday, you know, that's another 2 wins under a belt. That'll be 8 wins in 9, and definitely not Spursy, is it? It's Tom the Bomb, Kulu for me. Special mention to Solanke. He's a true number 9. And yes, and I forgot to mention Solanke. I mentioned him earlier in the stream, but Kulu, I agree with 100% man of the match for me. And Solanke did a proper number 9 performance today. Proper number 9. Very strong on the ball, holding up the ball, bringing others into play. Relentless running, always pressing the goalkeeper, always pressing their defense. He was a handful today for West Ham. He really got on them. Football Club United Kingdom, FC UK, also known as. Okay. Okay, that's great, mate. So yeah, so are you a Spurs supporter by any chance? You must be by getting up at 4:30 a.m. So West Ham, I'd say give them some credit, but I'm not, they did all right in the first half. They basically sat back and defended and thought that that's the way to beat Spurs. And because apparently that's the blueprint to beat Spurs is you sit back, counter and win the game. Didn't work, did it? Because they sat back, scored a goal, thought they could just sit back and win 1-0. We got an equaliser, and all of a sudden they're thinking, shit, we need to score another one. So they tried to open up again, and that's when we destroyed them. Second half, we made a change. Ange Postecoglou made a change, and that was it. Game over for West Ham. 3 goals in 7 minutes, and West Ham were out of the game. Let's talk a little bit about Kudos is sending off. And I didn't like the commentator today saying, "I'll just give him a yellow card and play on," because I guarantee you, if that was Romero, he would have been saying, "Send him off." I'm telling you now. What bias was that from? Was it Andy Gray today or Ali McCoy? I always get them 2 mixed up. I think it was Andy Gray. Telling them to just give him a yellow card and send him off. What a ridiculous statement from that commentator. Ridiculous. He's kicked a man twice. The ball was nowhere near when he was doing this. It kicked Van der Ven twice. And when Van der Ven got up angrily to say, "Why did you do that?" he pushed him in the face. And when Papa Matasar said, "What are you doing?" he pushed him in the face too. That's 4 violent conducts. And you're saying, give him a yellow and play on. Shut up. That I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Kudos could have been sent off 4 times for those acts. I couldn't believe when he said just give him a yellow card. I couldn't believe it. And I understand that maybe the referee didn't see all the incidences because it happened so quickly, but I'm so glad VIR got involved in that and Kudos got what he deserved. What a disgusting behavior from him. It was disgusting. Yeah, you can get away with that in the 80s, but you can't get away with that now. What was he doing? He just lost his head. That's what he's done. Lost his head because your team are getting battered. Please don't tell me that was a yellow card in the comments today, please. Yeah, quadruple red card. What a clown. Yeah, Tom the Bomb, quadruple red card. I need that. Uh, I read that we have conceded 0 counter-attack goals in the league this season. Not sure if it's true. We haven't conceded any counter-attack goals, I don't think, but we have conceded one through ball from a high line, which was against Newcastle, and that was Isaac when Murphy went through, when Dragushin should have stepped up and he would have been offside, but he didn't step up. And remember, it's Dragushin's first game of the season, and he crossed it for Isaac to score. One goal from a high line we've let in, and one goal from a set piece. That's it. So these narratives that keep going around keep getting proven wrong, but they'll keep saying them. As soon as Spurs let in the next goal from a corner, people will start making up that we've got problems from corners. How many corners? I would like to know the stat of how many corners have we conceded compared to how many goals we can, how many goals have we conceded from corners compared to how many corners we've faced. I'd love to see that stat because we've conceded one. We know the stat for that. We conceded one. Yeah. And I guarantee we must have had, off the top of my head, 40 or 50 corners against us, maybe. And we conceded one. There's not a problem there, is there? There's not a problem. We seem to have stopped all these narratives, but there'll be a new one. As soon as we lose again, they'll find a new narrative to say that, why we are so bad and why Ange doesn't know what he's doing. He's out of his depth. Does Ange really look out of his depth to anybody? Does anybody that's listening today, does anybody actually think Ange is out of his depth? Does anybody think that? Because seriously, how can he be? You'd say that the West Ham manager is out of his depth. He's got more experience apparently in bigger leagues than Ange Postecoglou, but didn't look like it today. What about Man United's manager Ten Hag? Is he, because he's won in the top European leagues? Has he got more experience than Ange? Is he better than Ange? Because he battered him 3-0 as well. So if he's out of his depth, he's not doing too bad for somebody who's out of his depth, is he? Tom the Bomb, if we lose another one. Yeah, exactly. So if we lose another game, then all the narratives would be coming back out again, saying that Ange's out of his depth, he doesn't know what to do, he hasn't got. How many has there been this season already? You know, we we had, I said myself, the only problem we've had this season is finishing our dinner, not scoring the chances that we keep creating. And I said, once we start doing that, we will start winning more games. Lo and behold, we've finished our chances against Brentford, scored 3. Finished the chances against Man U, scored 3. Finished the chances against Everton, scored 4. Finished the chances against West Ham, scored 4. So we can do it. We just need to do it more on a consistent basis, finishing wise. I mean, because the rest of the way we're playing is actually going pretty well. We're actually doing okay. We're not doing too bad. So to round this all off, to be honest, because I've got to go in a minute, is, Tottenham have, it's crisis over, basically. I want to finish with that. There was no crisis in the first place. Tottenham have had some very good performances this season. We've won both games in Europa League. We're still in all cup competitions. We're now currently 6th in the league. It'll probably drop a little bit after the other teams have played, but we've won, 6 out of the last 7 games. If you wanted consistency, there's not much more consistency you can do unless you win every single game, every single week for the rest of the season. There's still going to be games. I'm not going to overreact to this win, just like I don't want to overreact to a loss. Yeah. So there's a long way to go. We've still got a lot of games to play, a lot of things that can happen in the season to derail us, but there's still a lot of positivity that we should be looking at. We're playing very good football. We should have got more points than we've got, but it doesn't matter. We can still try and get more points as the seasons go on. We've got winnable games coming up. Then we've got a big game against Manchester City. If we can knock Manchester City out of the cup, who knows where we can go in the League Cup? Then we've got a good chance in the Europa League as well. Never know what's going to happen in the FA Cup with some good draws. We could still finish in the top 3, top 4 in the league this season. Things are still looking good for Spurs. We should enjoy this win today, not overreact as in start saying we're going to win the leagues and all this sort of stuff. Don't overreact to win. There's still a long way to go. I'm very happy today. I've enjoyed the win. We've beaten the North London. We've beaten a London. We've won a London derby. You know, we've beaten West Ham for their cup final. We've done. Players are on form, scoring lots of goals. Defense still looks solid to me, and you know, all these narratives are being kicked out the window at the moment. So we're doing very, very well. I'm very, very happy, and I'm glad. You know, I'm glad that there's going to be no negativity this weekend, and I'm very happy. Roll on the next game. That's all I want to say. And thank you everybody that's joined in the conversation today. Thank you to everybody that's supports me, subscribes to me, and hopefully I'll see you. Hopefully you can do some comments when it's not live, and I'll reply to all your comments when I'll put this video out afterwards. Cheers, Tom the Bomb, mate. You're a legend too, mate. Thank you for all your support, and I'll have to go now, but I'll probably do another video. This video will go out, by the way, so if you want to comment more on this video, feel welcome, and I'll comment back to everybody. So see you guys later on. I'll do another video very soon. I'm trying to do more lives. Please keep supporting this channel, and come on, you Spurs. I'll see everybody soon. You take care. Massive win today. Everyone's happy. Everybody's positive. Get in. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.